Good evening, everybody, or morning, or midday, or at night, whichever it is. I mean, honestly, it's good.
Insert time.
Yeah, good insert time here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing some more Nostalgia Critic. This Nostalgia Critic that we're going to be looking at today is Spawn. The was it 1998 or 1997? I forget which year that the Spawn movie came out.
It's hard to believe that it was that recent.
To me, it's just I can't believe it's that long ago. Because let's be honest here, that's 20 years, man. In terms of like how Hollywood pushes out remakes and reboots.
Okay, now you've said the thing. Now I feel queasy. 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years.
20 years. And I will say this,
We're old.
there are a few things about this film that I liked. The effects, pretty damn good. I mean, a lot of them were like super 90s CG, like overabundant CG garbage. But the creativity behind them, you can definitely see they were trying to make McFarlane's vision come to life.
Yeah.
And then you had John Leguizamo as the Violator, who, you know, despite hamming it up quite a bit throughout this, it's kind of how the Violator operates. I mean, because he's an over the top demon. I mean, that's what he is.
I mean, like chaotic evil.
Yeah, pure chaotic evil.
He's gonna do crazy.
And if it gets the job done,
and realistically, John Leguizamo can pull that off.
Yeah, and also, Michael J. White as Spawn, not a bad choice because Michael J. White is a badass dude. I mean, honestly, the guy's 50, and I wouldn't fuck with him. I mean, he's still beefy, he's still buff as hell.
Yeah,
and he is. I forget. What degree black? I think 3rd degree black belt in Shotokan karate.
That's 8 more degrees than I got.
More than I got too. Best I've got is like a little bit of kickboxing experience, some wrestling experience, and just like random striking. That's it. But
look, I just know chemistry and how to hit people with a wrench. That's all I got. I mean, I did some fencing at one point.
It's something. I mean, what about you, Micah?
I
know your fighting experiences. When you fought the devil for the good of all mankind. So in all honesty,
wait, Mankind was there?
You should be Spawn.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
You should be Spawn.
No, Micah and Mankind versus the devil?
That
sounds
awesome.
sick.
That would be awesome, actually.
Oh man.
So Mankind is a wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Mick Foley, one of the nicest
Mick
dudes.
Foley, the hardest working man in wrestling.
I know who Mick Foley is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Mick Foley was Mankind, yeah.
Mick Foley is Mankind.
We would have a lot of hair.
There's a lot of hair going on.
Yeah, and I can see what you would do. You'd pull out your 1911s. He'd pull out Mr. Sacco.
Yep.
And he'd be like,
"We're doing this."
He's like, "Hey, Mike, I'd like you to meet my friend, Mr. Sacco. Say hi, Mr. Sacco." Sup? Hey, don't talk like that, Mr. Sacco. It can scare people. Like I give a fuck.
Yeah,
Does Mr. Sacco really sound like that?
No, Mr. Sacco's never talked before.
Oh.
But I figured in order to make it funnier, like instead of him like having a high pitched voice or something like that, if he had like a low pitched voice and talk back to Mankind, like Mankind's just like, I don't like talking about these things because they always make me go a little wonky. Quit being a bitch and just fight. Okay, I'll do it. Like Mr. Sacco talks him into doing shit.
You went oddly Macho Man there in the cadence for your Mankind impression.
Yeah,
that was oddly Macho Man.
It slipped.
Yeah.
Macho Man, he does like the high rasp. He's got like the very high rasp. He's
but
he's boiling to the cream of the crop.
Yeah, see, it was the same cadence though.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I was just like,
and I don't really care about any of that. I just want to have a good life.
See, there you go.
I want to have a good life too. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with your dumb ass.
So let's watch Spawn.
Yes, let's watch Spawn. I'd pay to see that, Micah. You and Mankind versus the Devil.
Okay,
I'm hyped for this. Like, that's a fun fight.
Speaking of Macho Man.
Yeah. Macho Man. Yeah, that's about right.
I wonder how they got that shot right there. I wonder if they like put Doug on a.
What?
Me? Why me? Oh, I don't know. Your lack of leadership skills, your disinterest in working with other people, and most importantly, the fact that you went out in such an embarrassingly easy way. This makes you the devil's ultimate weapon! Yay! Dude, you're not the devil. I am so the devil! Buddy, I serve with the devil. I knew the devil. The devil is a friend of mine. You, sir, are no devil.
Where's Malcolm?
I knew that didn't feel right.
There we go.
What is this? What's with this crazy plan and that fake dollar store Muppet?
I just feel like I'm not as popular as I used to be, with people thinking I spend all of my time in elevators and such. So I looked up what people consider to be a cool devil, and everyone pointed to Spawn.
Wait. Did you look up the comic book or the movie?
Movie.
Oh, you doofus! You picked the wrong one! That represents the original source material like Mario Brothers the movie represents the game! In fact, there's a petition to get an apology to John Leguizamo for both films!
Well, how was I supposed to know?
You can tell just by looking at it.
I mean, you could have asked.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Based on the popular comic book series by Tom McFarlane, Spawn was made at the exact worst time it could have been made. When
Yeah.
the internet would castrate this film for all the inaccuracies to the source material, this was at a time when comic book movies weren't taken as seriously as they are now. How do I know this? Because it came out the exact same year as Batman and Robin. Yeah, that's the kind of dark age we're looking at, people.
So 97.
Prepare for 9 circles of suck.
97 was a
This
dark,
is
dark
what
year
not
for
to
comic
do.
book fans.
To be a cool devil.
Yes!
I better take notes.
It's his daughter.
Don't judge me.
There is only Doc McStuffins.
The battle between the darkness and the light has waged eternal.
Hold on, what was that? Who was that guy? Wait a minute, go back. What's going on?
Help
Can
destroy
you
the
just
world
go?
in
Stop!
exchange for
What's going on with...
someone to lead his...
Okay, is this just drive-by cinema? They tell you the backstory and the length it takes to pass a stoplight? This was a movie named Spawn. I hope you enjoyed it. Later. Buy the toys. Oh, good. It looks like things are finally calming down. Like dynamite in your ass. This is our main character, Al Simmons, played by Michael J. White, who's an assassin who really can't wait for drones to be made, but is still doing a pretty good job with his implausible 90s technology.
Like him, I killed in the name of good.
And have been in better films.
Now I want for others like me.
So after they roll out the seizure credits, hey, if I worked on this, I'd want my name to be impossible to see.
Ooh.
Wait,
So after
I
they
saw
roll
something.
out the seizure credits, hey, if I worked...
First name,
Robert
second
Kurtzman.
name.
Greg
Greg
Nicotero?
Nicotero.
Micah.
He works on The Walking Dead.
Both of them did. Kurtzman and Nicotero both worked on The Walking Dead. Huh. I will say one thing: the makeup in this film was actually pretty good. Could have been worse.
It definitely could have been worse.
I guess in Hollywood, I don't know.
I mean,
That's strange.
nobody's record is perfect.
I mean, my problems with The Walking Dead have never been the makeup.
No,
True.
So,
yeah, but honestly, the fact that those two were like the two of the big primary players of it, that's awesome. But this being a film that had them listed, that couldn't help their resume much.
well, I mean, like they're here for the makeups and stuff.
I mean,
and
they
Oh,
didn't,
yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't
they're-
write the damn movie.
No. But
because they got into directing
guilt by
after.
association, dude. That's how Hollywood works.
Well, I mean, like
Hell.
I love all of the Alien and Predator franchises for the makeups, and like
Mhm.
I don't blame the people that made the animatronics for the
For the shitty
downfalls.
storytelling,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Hollywood doesn't see it that way. Hollywood sees a failure as a failure. And case in point, did you know that the studio did not want Dan Aykroyd for Trading Places? Because the film he was in previously bombed. And they thought without John Belushi, he couldn't be funny.
What film was he in previously?
Let's see. I forget the name of it. It
Well, I mean-
was... let's see.
But the performance of the actor is tied more towards the writing and the directing. I mean, if you're like making the makeups, I mean, if the makeup is obviously bad, but I mean, there are a lot of like, visual effects that there have been bad movies with great visual effects that I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Requiem wasn't great, but it's like you helped sculpt the hybrid predator alien. That's cool.
Dr. Detroit.
Hire you?
Yeah.
See, people didn't find that one funny, and it bombed, and thus the studio was just like, well, Dan Aykroyd without John Belushi isn't funny.
Oh, he's plenty funny.
Oh, yeah. It's just the studio didn't see it that way. Guilt by association, man. Doesn't matter if you put forward a great performance or anything like that. The movie is judged as a whole, and if the whole thing is pretty much a gigantic shitburger, doesn't matter if you had prime perfect seasoning. If the beef is shit, the whole thing is shit.
Spawn was originally greenlit with a budget of $20 million. The scale of the visual effects led New Line Cinema to continually increase the project's budget, which grew to $40 million, a third of which was spent on effects.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Crazy. All right, let's get back to it.
I'd want my name to be impossible to see.
I'm just trying to see if I know anyone else. Never mind.
Who reportedly always wanted to do a comic book movie, and for his sins, they gave him one.
All you have to do is keep certain agencies off my back. And when the big piñata breaks, you'll get it all.
The other villain they're keeping in shadows, even though you quite clearly showed him a minute ago, is called the Violator, played by John Leguizamo. Think an evil Sam Kinison if he was possessed by Krusty the Clown.
This 5-year planning is just
fair enough.
Anybody here have herpes? Huh?
This is a character so evil that apparently they put him on air fresheners. What?
Make sure he's back for dinner tomorrow night.
I'll do my best.
Make sure he's back for dinner tomorrow night, Terry.
You're not gonna address that, huh? No tie-ins, no explanation, just the villain's face is on an air freshener.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, why should I be bothered by that? It's like if Wolverine was reading a magazine with Magneto on the cover. Who needs an explanation? Heck, I just assume Hal had a successful side business of dashboard accessories.
So, don't do that.
Don't do that! So Simmons seems happy with his wife and kid while literally slaughtering the competition, but little does he know he's being watched.
What?
By a Listerine commercial.
I glow when I kill up to 97% plaque buildup.
You will follow orders and do your job.
And I want out.
Simmons says he's done being an assassin, though, so Sheen gives him one last job and promises that he'll let him out safe. I mean, come on! You can trust a guy who has scorpions in his ashtray, an assistant who carries tarantulas, and literally pictures of explosions on his wall? Who does this? Who goes that far out of their way for this kind of crap?
That poor little
Even
bonsai
Skeletor,
tree.
who lives in a giant skull, is like, okay, you need to take it down a notch there, buddy. Simmons is sabotaged by Sheen and his assistant, and they cover him in flammable Nickelodeon slime.
Looks like I'm up for a promotion.
He wakes up confusingly in an alleyway looking like a salami with Salieri's face.
Ouch.
Salameri. As he comes across the man who was watching him before.
I'm still minty fresh.
What are you looking at? This is a dead knight played by Nicole Williamson. And even though he's every cliched mentor character known to man, he still manages to be a million flavors of awesome because he has the world's coolest voice.
A new spawn has emerged from the darkness, while things on Earth changed in ways that will only feed his anger and desire.
Also,
This guy can read the script
I like
of
his
Beavis
costume.
and Butthead and it
Oh,
still
yeah.
sound amazing.
And Beavis smacked Butthead for getting a better view of the woman's cleavage, to which he replied in vengeful anger, "Cut it out, butthole. I'm trying to score."
But he must have been a heavy sleeper, as apparently it's 5 years later and he doesn't realize that his family has moved on.
Bad, Crispy. Clown not lie. He's harmless. He's safe as milk.
All right, that's it. Just get your stuff. Get out of here. Take him with you.
That's the last time we use the John Wayne Gacy clown registry.
Oh.
So Violator is nice enough to bring Simmons up to speed. In the most annoying way possible, of course.
I guess 5 years feeding earthworms has eaten what little brain there was in there.
Man, this is great. We already know he hates clowns.
but allow me to kickstart your memory.
So he's told that when he died 5 years ago, he was sent straight to hell and... Oh, I'm sorry. That's a lot of lame.
That's the...
Lead my army. You can see Wanda again. Yes, I will lead your army. Avenge your murder. Kill Jason Wynn. So this is not a good hell.
That was really just asked? That was really just asked? This is one
90
of the lamest
CG.
hells ever designed. Not only
That
does
pin
it
is
look
pretty
beyond fake for a
yeah.
big-budget
Like
movie,
the little
not only is it
octopus
some of the
arm.
Yeah, that pin-
that's good.
work for something that can be creative in its sleep, but this is the shittiest devil ever. Literally, he looks like a giant piece of shit. If somebody sculpted a turd to look like a hyena with sea turtle dicks for ears covered in Ron Weasley's pubes and the voice of Dr. Claw parading as the Lord of Darkness, I'd say, what are you smoking? Give me some, and you're fired. It's a cheap CGI puppet, except it's not even a functioning puppet. The lips don't even move when he talks.
I put you on Earth to make sure Spock keeps his end of the bargain.
This means that technically the Ninja Turtle Christmas special had better effects because they at least made an attempt to have their lips move. This looks like Sauron's pet chihuahua. Even the logic doesn't make any sense.
Chico?
Look what's said if Simon fails in leading his army.
If you fail me, you will die.
He's already dead! He's in hell! Where else can you go from there? Is there a hell for hell? Is it a place
super
just
hell?
like this except the lights flicker and there's a leaky pipe?
Actually, there is a hell for hell.
Really? What is it?
Detroit.
Good work on that one, yeah.
Good jab on TMZ.
So Simmons is shown where he's buried as he's, funny enough, right next to a group of Satan worshippers, led by Guy Fury.
Like, send you guys? How come God hogs up all the good followers and we get all the retards?
Oh, I don't know. Have you seen Christian movies lately?
Strike oil, half of it is mine. Start digging.
I hate this.
Put a question mark down for that one.
Why?
Because sometimes in life, that's all you can do. Oh, by the way, just to give you an idea how bad the CGI is, you can actually see where the glowing effect is cut off. No wonder hell keeps losing. They can't even figure out how to crop an effect right.
Yeah.
But suddenly Simmons starts to change.
Well, you look better in it than Topher Grace.
I mean, you know.
What have I done?
No, really, what has he done? This movie is so backwardly told, it's impossible to follow it.
When I get my hands on Wynn.
You're letting them get to you?
Help me fight gingivitis.
Every choice has its consequences.
So he's sent to kill off Sheen's character, who's tied to a plague that can wipe out humanity. Gee, I guess nobody saw that coming. As he gets ready to go to a party that... What is she wearing?
Was there ever any doubt?
Never.
See, that's what I thought you looked for, an assassin.
No, that's not what you look for! Okay, do you have an assassin who dresses like that?
Yeah.
Bring her in here. I'm gonna show you how you react when you're looking for a professional killer.
Hey, Tamara.
Load up.
What's up, Tam?
Next.
But you can't turn me down like that.
Anybody who dresses like that is not gonna take their job seriously. Next.
What am I supposed to wear?
Armor, bulletproof vest, a mask to hide your face.
How are people supposed to know that I'm a woman?
It doesn't matter if you're a woman. It's actually better if they don't know you're a woman because then you'll be harder to find. Christ, you're as conspicuous as someone from the Matrix.
Wait, you didn't like the Matrix?
Out!
But it was symbolic and meant stuff.
Here, I'm gonna put you in contact with a real professional. Benny, how fast can you get down here?
I'm already here.
Metal
I like him already.
Yeah.
Sheen and the
That's gonna be
assistant
awkward.
goes to a party where the dress code seems to be Green Ranger when Simmons, now calling himself Spawn, does his first of many Batman ripoffs. So looks like it's there, doesn't it? Can't you just feel the texture of the binary code?
You don't recognize your own handiwork.
Red Skull? No, that's a different kind of company. I'm Bacon Skull.
Wow.
Simmons!
Nice outfit, asshole.
Look who's talking, prostitute!
Ooh. Did he just glow green?
It's okay. The camera was just making sure your ass still looks good. It does.
Wow.
Whoa, now that's a chastity belt working overtime.
There's no knocking this cocky.
The cops show up and try to take him down, but Spider-Ham isn't going to be caught so easily. Set your guns to not even close.
You know.
His cape disguises him as part of the building, only to stop using it and have him be seen again.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
For the guy who's gonna lead the armies of hell, he's kind of a clumsy clod.
Oh, come on, guys, stop firing at me. Oh, you were so gonna be enslaved? Oh, I'm gonna go tell my weird Muppet devil on you.
Wow.
Gunshot wound to the head, Doc. Oh, she's dead.
Nice delivery there, guy. You literally had 2 words to say, and you couldn't even make those convincing.
Well, she's dead.
Head shot.
People have survived being
People have
shot
survived
in the head with small calibers.
I know, but head.
Yeah.
Shot. It's like the fucking scene from Shaolin Monk, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Baraka picks up Shaolin Monk, stabs him in face, jostles the blade around, throws him at the feet of friggin' Liu Kang. Liu Kang kneels down. Are you okay?
No.
No.
I mean,
Dead.
I've survived X-ray moves in Mortal Kombat before. You don't need a spine. It's fine.
Micah, you have a 3-day respawn time. None of us have that. Sorry if I clipped the audio there.
It's fine.
You're used to it.
I gotta get some ribs. You guys want some ribs? I gotta get some ribs.
She's dead.
But the Violator calls Sheen over to convince him to attach a device to his heart so that if it stops beating, the plague will be released.
You don't want any smart-ass fruitcake taking out ahead of schedule.
That's a good idea. I like that. As a member of Hell, I know I can trust you. You seem like people who would have explosions on their wall like me. That's trustworthy, right?
Are you kidding me?
Spawn
It's
goes to
explosions
see his kid, who
24/7.
remembers him from earlier, but this scene is especially rushed so that we can make room for.
Funny, he's our man. If he can't kill him, no one can. S to the P to the A to the 1. S to the P to the A to the 1. S to the P to the A to the 1.
Okay, so far, this is the scariest part of the movie. Not hell, not weird aardvark Satan. This friggin' part.
Yeah.
Closing your eyes. It's so disturbing. You'll see it even after they're shot.
True.
Yeah.
You still see it.
Tell
Hard to
me
get
your
rid of.
second in command doesn't do stuff like that.
Of course not. He just wears clown makeup, makes fart jokes, and sticks out like a sore thumb.
Why would that be your second in command?
Because it's cool.
Bring him in here.
Hey, what's going down?
That's so obviously the one from before.
No, I'm totally a dude. See, watch, I'll write my name in the snow.
Ah.
See?
Thanks, Benny.
Told you he was good. Next on TNT.
Well, super hell.
That'll do it.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I had to actually look up if that was Guy Fieri or not. I had to know.
No, it's not.
It wasn't. Fun fact, Todd McFarlane makes a cameo in this movie.
So Sheen gets a gigapet attached to his heart, which rigs it so that his death will set off the virus.
If your vital signs flatline for any reason, the device will uplink and
Daggum
detonate
Tamagotchi.
16 bombs.
Yep.
No one would dare kill you.
And if you die in an accident or by natural causes, this is why you get second opinions, right?
Yeah.
I got Wynn to kill Spawn and create the Heat 16 bomb. Now I get Spawn to murder Wynn and release the virus.
Yeah, here's an idea. Why don't you kill him? Or your Nintendo 64 devil, or any of his followers. Why does Spawn have to do it? Nothing about any of this makes any sense. The logistics of this plan are about as solid as Wile E. Coyote's anatomy. And look, about as animated. Meanwhile, Spawn returns to Blue Lightning Alley, where, big surprise, he gets a little pissed off with the clown.
You can take this army of yours and shove it.
Sounds like a country song. You take their army of yours and shove it. You take
Enough from the clown.
He turns into a giant pumpkin head, which, according to 90s logic, means he can't talk anymore. He can just go, rawr, rawr, rawr. And of course, he also loses the personality we've seen throughout the rest of the movie.
Which,
Why does
to be
that
fair,
thing always happen in these films? Is it just not as intimidating if you hear him go,
Farts, porn, confusing cheerleader dance. How
is Mario my father and yet also my brother?
He beats the crap out of Spawn, but Mr. Sir Knight is there to show him what he must do, even if he's resistant.
Guns are useless. You've got a better idea.
Yep. That's pretty stupid.
I study the ways of the woody woodpecker. So the knight decides to teach him how to hone his powers.
They're a living extension of your own instincts. Hey, go! Don't get cocky. You have a lot more to learn.
Well, this is obviously the beginning of a lot of practicing.
I have to get to Wanda. Take care of your powers.
What?
Well, so much for the training montage.
I mean, you know.
That's the best part of any movie, and you're just gonna skip it? What the hell's wrong with you? What if other films did that?
Hit the bag! You're good. Lift the rock. That's enough. Wax on. The rest doesn't matter.
Even when it's explained, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what does this mean?
Take care of your powers. When you drain them, you die.
You didn't even explain the dying part very well. Now you're saying his powers can drain? What kind of lame-ass hell is this?
No, it's quite clear. When the powers of hell start to run low, you just get one of these.
Good Mega Man joke.
Stands for evil, you know.
Spawn goes after Wanda, but
Good Mega Man joke.
Clownin is there to try and stop him. He must be using his hell driving powers to steer the truck. Seriously, does hell have an instruction book we can read? But Spawn gets dipped, resulting in Violator trying to kill him, but somehow this happens. Yeah, I kind of keep forgetting how I work. Sometimes I can fly, sometimes I don't feel pain. I'm really wondering why we hired you if I could do all this stuff anyway. So she and Violator get to Wanda's house, and they hold the family hostage until Spawn gets there.
Hello, Cyan. Remember me?
Yep. Somebody okay that effect, folks.
I think this movie really underestimates the value of saying no.
Biggest life and twice as rotten.
I have other leftover effects for the mask if you like to see them.
I mean, you know.
Or cut away.
Was that meant to be left in? Kinda looked like an editing error.
A little bit.
Oh, well.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep walking here. Hope you fix that in post.
Nope.
Either you join Hell's army or she dies.
So it looks like Sheen kills Wanda, which of course is supposed to trick Spawn into killing him. So Spawn takes the device out of his heart and destroys it. Just new Hell Power 361. As it's revealed that Wanda was just a decoy played by Violet.
You set me up. I was counting on Spawn killing you, then you would get his soul and kickstart the apocalypse now.
Yes, I'll rewind that to make sure you heard it correctly.
Kickstart the apocalypse now.
Really?
Even Malcolm's displays with
Can I
that.
get all of Hell to collectively boo with me? I get a feeling that'd be a pretty epic boo.
I don't see why not.
Boo this man!
Knight saves the real Wanda, and they follow Violator into Hell. And yeah, if you thought the effects looked lame before, get a load of this PS1 bullshit.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, we're doing this!
Triangle! Push the triangle! Oh, I need a character with big boobs. This doesn't feel right. There isn't a character with square pixelated boobs.
Hi, Laura Croft. How's it going? Other PS1 characters are available.
So stabbing them in the neck causes them to explode. Jesus Christ, do I need to take notes? I think Mogwais have less rules than this.
If you won't lead my army, then you must die.
What is this guy doing? Did one of the Spawns suddenly have a seizure? I'm crazy Spawn, I'm crazy Spawn!
Will never escape me. Oh, Dratty, escape me. I'm a really dumb devil. I put no thought into any of this.
Yep.
Oh no, of course. When you explode into green particles, that just enables you to travel via fireplace and put yourself together via bookshelf. Everybody knows this about hell.
You'll pay for this.
Give my regards to your boss. Tell him he's next.
I'll slow his rendering to food fight quality. Food fight quality!
Don't threaten that, Doug.
That's a... Ooh.
Don't worry, kids. Blade will be out soon.
So, now that you know the movie wasn't popular when it came out, what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's the Crow and Darkman's sloppy seconds.
That's more like it. The sad thing is, there really is good stuff in it. Leguizamo is kind of fun, the idea is pretty cool, and the makeup in it is friggin' phenomenal.
Yeah.
These are the same people who did Walking Dead and the
Hey!
movies, so we know Spawn and Violator are never gonna look as good as this. Which is why it hurts so much when it's mixed in with so many awful effects, and backward storytelling, and clumsy editing. This could have been a really damn cool movie, but even when the fight scenes come up, you care so little about why they're fighting that it becomes so hard to get invested. It's a shame some really hard work from the costumes and makeup have to be overshadowed by the crappy laziness in other departments. In an age where we love to give sequels to anything, you can see clearly why Spawn stands alone.
So, they actually farmed out Hell.
I think so. If I'm going to take over the world, I'm going to do it my way.
That's the spirit. Oh, that was fun. I'll travel to Hell more often.
Citizens of Earth, I am the devil. The uprising of hell has begun.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot he was doing that.
There is no salvation, no pleading for mercy.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have given him those pointers.
Prepare to face my army of destruction.
We're going to kill you all! Yay! Look at us. Here we are, right where we belong.
Maybe it won't be as bad as I thought. I'm the nostalgia critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
Yeah, I love apples.
What is going on?
No.
Like ribbit.
So, let's see. To cut production time by a week, money was lent by Clint Goldman to engage John Grower's Santa Barbara Studios to develop the digitally produced Hell sequences. He lent them $1 million to do that.
Yikes.
Just $1 million?
Mm-hmm. More than half of the final effect shots were delivered 2 weeks before the film's debut.
Wow.
The most difficult sequences to render in the film included the Violator, duh, Spawn's digital cape, duh, and some of Spawn's transformations. Not the devil!
They would have been better off with an animatronic.
They would have been better off with the animatronic.
Or animatronic with digital effects on top of it, you know, to enhance it a little bit. I mean, because even Nolan always puts a prosthetic or something underneath the digital effects to make something seem look good.
So, Columbia Pictures showed interest in making a film adaptation in 1992. Negotiations fell through because Todd McFarlane felt that he didn't get enough creative control. He eventually sold the film rights to New Line Cinema for $1 in exchange for creative input and merchandising rights.
So, creative input.
So, they like the devil in the comics doesn't even look like that. They
Nope.
could have
Nope.
They could have done a guy in makeup.
Yep.
And it would have.
A guy in makeup on a green screen.
Yep.
And you could have had him interact with green dolls that he would pick up for Spawn and the Violator.
Oh yeah.
That would have looked about 10,000 times better.
Oh yeah.
Or I mean, even just have him shrink down and have a good old fashioned fist fight. I mean.
Or have him shrink down, to talk with Spawn, and then whenever Spawn seems like he's probably going to go against him. He goes big and he shows just how powerful he is. I mean, that's one way you can save on stuff. There's all sorts of ways you could save on stuff.
You
don't have to go to a secondhand CGI store and just be like, "Hey, give us Slackjaw Satan."
Well, the thing is, though, if they paid $1 million for the Hell sequence, I mean, like you could drop $25,000 on a creature suit and just have a big old time.
Yeah. So, in 2011, Todd McFarlane was about 3/4 of the way through the script of a planned reboot with a planned budget of $10 million, and said it would feature no supervillains. The movie is scheduled to begin production in February of 2018.
So this month.
It's going to be more of a quote from McFarlane. It's not going to have a giant budget with a lot of special effects. It's going to be more of a horror movie and a thriller movie, not a superhero one.
Okay.
Apparently, Jamie Foxx is aggressively pursuing the reboot.
Well, he can make a decent Elsa.
But also, Michael Jai White has said he would play the role again.
Oh, of course. I mean,
yeah, he's not the problem with this movie.
No, he was a bright spot actually in some cases.
Pretty good.
I mean, let's see, who would I want to play Al Simmons?
I mean, Michael Jai White's
Michael Jai White. Oh no, I mean Michael Jai White is up there, but Jamie Foxx maybe. Taye Diggs? No.
I mean, it's not an easy call.
Can't just go Chadwick Boseman because not every superhero needs to be played by Chadwick Boseman.
You could do.
Although
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah,
Michael B. Jordan could do it.
Michael B. Jordan would be good.
I mean, Michael B. Jordan
he's been in multiple comic book movies.
I know.
They've now redeemed both Human Torches, by the way.
Yep, sure have.
Yeah,
I know who. Daniel Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya. Could you imagine him putting on some muscle?
What's he been in?
I don't know who that is.
Get Out, and he was
he's Wakabi.
Yeah, Wakabi
in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, I can get behind that
because Kaluuya, his facial reactions, he has a very animated face, and his eyes can go wide. Very wide, and that's one thing I think would do good with emoting. With whenever you see Al Simmons, because whenever Spawn, whenever Al Simmons has most of his facial features destroyed by
I mean the eyes are very important for
emoting and everything. Yeah. So I think he would do good with that, and plus he's got a lot of good range. I mean he's probably one of the first actors I ever heard. He's British. When I saw him in Get Out, he completely had me fooled.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't until I'd say about 3/4 of the way through the film that I noticed a pronunciation error, and I was just like, wait a second. And then I looked it up, and I was just like, oh, he's British, okay. But it was a common mistake. It's a common mistake. Gerard Butler makes that same mistake when speaking in an American accent as well. It's very hard to break. It's a pronunciation, especially it depends as well as where the film is set, because where Gerard Butler made the big mistake was in Olympus Has Fallen. It's his vowel pronunciations. Some of them are off whenever he does his typical his standardized American accent is what they call what Gerard Butler was doing, whereas Daniel Kaluuya was doing a mix between New Yorker and traditional African American accent.
Okay.
A little and he was very well his way of speaking was not overly done, in Get Out, his best friend, who worked for TSA.
Yeah,
he had a lot of the mannerisms and had a lot of the speech patterns.
Yeah.
That go with a New York, a wisecracking New Yorker accent.
Yeah,
whereas he was a lot more. It was like he was from Brooklyn, whereas his friend was from Harlem or Queens. I mean, Harlem, Queens, or the Bronx. I mean, but Brooklyn has a certain a professionalism to its speech patterns that it's almost Manhattan-esque in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Especially since a lot of the Italians moved out. They moved out from Brooklyn and went to Bensonhurst. Because you don't get the, hey, yo, let me ask you a question, man. How you doing?
Yeah.
Instead of that, it's
you don't get the, I'm walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking here.
Yeah,
Rizzo. But honestly, Daniel Kaluuya had me fooled the majority of the way through the film, and I think he could do good as Al Simmons. Like, there's a lot of great actors out there who could play Al Simmons.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Spawn is an iconic character.
Oh yeah.
In comic books. I mean, just you see the glowing green eyes and that facial pattern, you know it's Spawn.
I think it's interesting that it says a lot about the character that a guy who played him in a movie that bombed would come back to play that character again.
Oh yeah.
It's like J.K. Simmons playing J. Jonah Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
He's flat out said, if you guys write J. Jonah Jameson into a Spider-Man movie, I will play him. Call me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, those movies did fine.
Yeah.
But it speaks to the character and the actor that, hey, please let me know. I will do this.
I want that to happen. I want to do this. Because he's so super buff now.
Oh,
right?
Lord.
Bring me pictures of Spider-Man, like splits desk in half.
Yeah, yep. just like he's like, you want me to see me take out Spider-Man? Fine. Hey, Spidey, challenge me in a weightlifting contest, bro. Come on.
No,
look at these arms.
No, and it's like, what is it you kids say? Come at me.
Yeah. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
But another good example of a great actor coming back to a film series, even though not all the films are hits. Christopher Lee is Dracula. You look at all of the Hammer horror films.
Yes.
Like, you have a few of them in there that are really, really good, and then you have some stinkers.
Oh boy, don't you?
And it doesn't. And he said it doesn't matter because he had so much fun playing Dracula because he plays the Prince of Darkness. I mean, honestly, he literally plays like everyone's nightmare from the 1900s.
Well, let's also not forget Hades.
Oh, that's right,
James Woods. Anytime Disney wants to use Hades, James Woods is like, I'm in. Let's do it.
Used car salesman. Bring it on.
Yeah. No, like, video games,
TV
shows,
movies.
He's just like, I like playing Hades. I'll do it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, just sign right here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
But seriously though.
Just
sign right here.
Yeah. Just validate my parking.
Yeah. 100%.
But I mean, it's good to see that. It's nice to see that, there are roles that people just enjoy playing for the sake of playing the role.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I were an actor, here's the thing. It wouldn't be just for the money. I'd want to do it, especially if I was dedicated to the character.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I had a character that I really liked. Sean Penn actually had a character he came back to. I forget the name of the Hurly Purly, I believe it was called. He played him in both a stage production and the movie version. Same thing with James Earl Jones when he played John Jackson, the representative for Jack Johnson, the boxer, the first black man to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and Jack Johnson, he portrayed it on stage and he portrayed it on screen, and he won the Tony Award for when he played it on stage, and he almost won the Oscar for when he played it in film.
I mean, that's
to me that would have been perfect.
Oh yeah,
like him winning the Tony and the Academy Award for playing the exact same character.
Right.
It's just like, this man is a god. Give him every award, especially with that voice. If I had James Earl Jones's voice, I would not shut up. I would
as opposed to what you do now.
Well, I do shut up whenever others are talking sometimes.
Don't look at me.
Sometimes.
I'm not going to support this.
Back me up here. Come on.
Ben.
Sometimes.
Said sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But
that's very true.
But if there's a moment where people want to make a good direct point and they're dedicated to, I shut up and I listen.
Anyway, so
first off, how dare you? Second off, go fuck yourself. Third off, go fuck yourself again, because
No, but what gives you the right is
no, I know.
Also,
That's
fun
just,
fact:
this
is a line that I've been hearing a lot recently. Somebody criticizes you, and you go, "First off, I can do all things through God who strengthens me." So jot that down, right? Heather pulled that one on me, and I was like, "What the crap? What just happened?" That's really good. But yeah, Spawn's getting another movie, which is
thank God, or thank Satan.
I mean,
thank
somebody.
Todd McFarlane. Well, Todd McFarlane's Todd McFarlane's dedicated to this character.
Oh yeah,
I mean he loves this character.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Spawn TV series on HBO?
No.
Oh my God, guess who they have voicing him?
I got nothing.
Not James Earl Jones?
No.
Spanish Carl Winslow.
No.
That's a good guess, though.
No.
That's a good guess.
Good guess. I can't remember if it's one way or the other. David Keith?
Keith David.
Keith David. Damn it. David Keith David. There's two actors in Hollywood.
Still don't know who that is.
The voice of... Oh, God. Which character was he in Gargoyles? I never got
Goliath?
He was the lead.
Yeah, he was Goliath.
Oh, he's Goliath. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goliath plays Spawn.
Look, I didn't have cable. I never got to watch Gargoyles,
it's
so I don't remember the names.
It's brilliant, too. And animation for the
Dude,
time
Keith David
is glorious.
Yeah.
Keith David. I got to remember that. Spawn and friggin' Goliath. Keith David.
Also,
that one a-hole from U571, David Keith.
Also, Keith David, the guy from They Live.
Yeah. Who fought Rowdy Piper.
And it was an actual straight up brawl, and it's badass. Yeah.
Okay.
If you all haven't seen They Live,
that was a really long fight scene.
That is a really that is straight up a long knockdown, drag out fight scene.
And Piper,
it's so good.
That one fall he takes, it's kind of early on, but like he comes off the second story of the house and like rolls down the side of that hill. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And man, just also you'd be amazed the lines that come out of that movie. Like for example, I am here to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
Well, that looks pretty cool.
And I am all out of bubble gum.
Wait, so when did this come out?
I think this was right before the movie.
Oh,
really?
Is that Commissioner Gordon?
It totally looks like Commissioner Gordon.
The lighting in some of these scenes is brilliant.
It is. It's good.
Hey, buddy. I shot the bastard point blank when not even the doctors have figured out how he pulled through.
My memory, it feels shattered.
I'm looking for a man. He wears a red shroud.
Who is it that seeks the shroud? Jade.
You were the only hellspawn to escape me.
I'm sorry, for a second there I was just like, Daria?
Well, heaven has sent their bounty hunter, and now she wants your head. And let her come.
Well,
yeah.
That was a whole thing.
Badass series, dude. Badass series. And it came on late on HBO.
Oh, yeah.
And I stayed up late to watch it. I've seen the majority of the first season, and then my family switched, and instead of having HBO, we had TMC and Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
More movie channels for about equal, if not a little bit less. And I lost HBO, and I was so sad because I was so invested in it, and then I never got to finish it.
I mean, apparently it's all on YouTube now.
I know, and I'm kind of freaked out by that.
I mean, I know what you're doing after we leave.
Probably.
Right?
Because I
respect this.
And Todd McFarlane had a lot of creative control with this series. Like, from top to bottom, it was his baby. Let's see. Spawn. I need to know Todd McFarlane's Spawn. There it is.
Yep.
So, 97 through 99.
That is the film series, yeah, which is the animated, yeah.
Yeah, and there were...
Oh, and apparently in 2009, there was also a sequel.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, damn. It's been in the works, but it's still not come through. It's been almost 10 years.
Wow.
And you see there's 18 episodes. Yeah, episode... Yeah, this is it, episode 4. God, dude. I remember the one fight scene with the vampire Chapel, which was pretty damn good. It was a pretty damn good fight,
man.
And it actually was like Spawn challenging her to like try and beat this thirst that she had for chaos.
And blood
and blood and everything, and actually wanted her to like try and fight beside him.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't. She actually fell in love with doing that.
Oh yeah.
More than she did helping others, which is I think what she did during her human life, and she like completely got warped by being a vampire, and they had a huge fight, and it was gut wrenching, but it was awesome. Gosh, Todd McFarlane's Spawn, check it out, guys. God. All right, so I guess that's going to do it. We've been at this for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. This was the Nostalgia Critics review of Spawn. Not Todd McFarlane's Spawn, mind you, but Spawn, that horrible, atrocious film.
That was a thing that happened, and we wish it hadn't.
Yeah, so if you all are interested in seeing Todd McFarlane's Spawn, the animated series, it is on YouTube, so check it out. And I guess until next time, signing off. Actually, no, let me retract that a little bit. If you want to see the original video, link in the description down below. Check out the Nostalgia Critic. Check out Doug Walker and all his stuff. They have over 1 million subs now on YouTube, and congratulations to them on everything and all of their success. And if you want to see more from us, we have our Discord, we have our Patreon. You can make requests to us if you want, and we will try our damnedest to honor them. God, we need to add in a second day of recording.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway,
yeah, we do.
Until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
Micah.
And Chico's over here asleep.
And we will see you all later, everyone. Peace out.